Welcome to Tush Twins, heard on MalcolmPresents.com, a streaming platform heard round the world and beyond. Anyway, welcome.
Hello.
I'm Malcolm Berman. It's the two twins are
Yep.
on the bottom of the screen is Paula, and the top of the screen is Max. Hey
Right.
guys,
Hi. How are you?
I'm
Hello.
okay. Now I
What's
don't know if I'm
Mox
okay,
there?
but
Yeah, well, we're in kooky butt times, I'll tell you.
yeah, we
I'll
don't want
tell
to
you.
talk
I'll tell you.
politics, right?
No,
No, Paul.
no, no, no
Yeah,
politics per
yeah.
se,
Please don't take the
but
yeah.
but the song I kept singing when I was walking Sparkles today was I wanna get away. I wanna fly away. Hey, Lenny Kravitz, take me. Like, what country are you moving to? It could be Finland. How about you?
Well,
No, if I move to any country, it's going to be Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's the best country.
in another 2 years, it's going to become they're coming to take me away. Ha ha.
Oh, he just
I
uncle.
think that's already like there pretty
To the funny
much.
They already
farm.
took me away.
So we were talking about a few things prior to getting on air here. So what talking about moving or getting or wanting to get away. Let's start off with the boats and then we'll go into the other stuff. Um, So,
Cruise.
Hmm.
so USA Today, I'll just read this quickly. In USA Today, they said in the wake, not the woke, in the wake of US presidential election, one cruise company is offering travelers a getaway for the length of one term in office. Residential cruise operator Villa V Residences, maybe that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Um, Tour La Vie program allows travelers to join a trip around the world for between 1 and 4 years. The company's Villa V Odyssey ship aims
Shit.
to circumnavigate the globe every 3.5 years with stops in more than 400 destinations. So they said a perfect circumnavigation is different for every resident as we pick up new adventures along every port. The company said that the company did not mention the election or former you know who or VP, but he said the segments include this is the segments. I'll just get to this and then you could
Okay.
go from it. The first year is called Year Escape from Reality. That's the first leg. The second leg is called Year Midterm Selection, year two. Year three is called Everywhere But Home. And year four is Skip Forward. Those are the legs of the tour. Those are the different things. And it says enjoy your worry-free vacation. And program starts at less than 40,000 each year. Which
Well,
when you were just talking about that, I was going, what? And that so yeah, what about that? I mean, you
a
you
lot
said
of
that you let
people,
go ahead.
no, there are a lot of people that can't afford when they're in their senior years. They
That's
can't, the
polite.
senior years and the out the cocker world, they
AK.
can't afford to live in their homes. A lot of them have reverse mortgages, which
Yeah, it's a bad
it's
idea.
it's a bad idea.
Yep.
Sorry, Tom Selleck, but it is a bad idea.
Hmm.
There a lot of people are now selling their homes and renting, but they still have to pay for their food, their electricity, the gas, blah blah
But
blah.
all these
That's
prices are going to come way down. We have a new administration, don't
oh,
you know
it's going to
that?
come way down. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, and the Affordable Care Act, which is Obamacare, is going to go away.
You go
Social
away, so
Security,
the federal government
don't
doesn't.
they need Social Security to keep them afloat also?
Um,
Yeah,
they get the yeah,
they do,
they
don't
they
they?
they
Just
do, but
asking. I'm
I
not going to
don't
go
think it's
further,
no.
but they
Please
do.
don't.
No,
They get it.
but
No,
Elon Musk has a great idea of how to cut the
don't use the first name, only Musk.
Musk.
Thank you.
Because it could be.
You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. It upsets me. Anyway, yeah. We'll
No,
we'll
but
see
they're
where
going
all this
on
goes. So
these
figure. You go ahead.
cruises. They're living on the cruise ships because they can afford that because they're getting all their food. It's included. Liquor's not. Now, if I was on this boat, which I wouldn't be because I get seasick, it would cost a lot more than living in my home now because, yes, the food is all inclusive, but my room would be a lot more. because
Mhm.
job.
Mm.
And two, if there's a casino on the boat,
Good
tends
luck
to
to
Forget
be
it.
you.
bankrupt.
Yeah, that'll be the end of that. But I mean, I would still like to look into the viability of it versus, being in your house or
But,
whatever.
but, but
I'm
they
But a
don't
lot of
sure.
provide medical
people,
services, do they?
they have medical services on the
Right, but
boat.
no specialists. They have,
But what
blue
happens
cross.
No,
if you
no.
need
But
like
you
surgery? I mean, what happens? They
you go
go to
to
port?
ports.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
You go to Mexico.
go to Mexico. Yeah, right. Okay. Hello,
Uh,
my name is Dr. K.
I
Hello,
don't
I
know.
come to do medicine for you.
Or we can go to
Arriba.
Dr. Bombay if, depend on where the port is.
Back to Bombay.
But
Wasn't that
it's
the witch in
Bewitched.
Bewitched.
Bewitched?
Yes.
Dr. Bombay.
I love that show.
I
Still
forget
do.
his name, the famous
Haven't watched
actor,
it.
famous
Yeah,
British
It's
actor.
he was good. He was
yes, he
good in it.
was.
We all know who it means. Yeah, yeah, except for
But
you
there's a
youngins.
problem. But there are a lot of people can't afford the assisted living, and it's very expensive. And the cheapest way you could do this, I found out, was $200 a week. But that include a month. That includes
$200 a
no,
month
200 a week,
for the
for a
boat?
week, for the
It
boat
says
for a
well,
week.
this one is
Food.
40,000, but
But that's
um
still cheap. And that includes all your food, 3 meals a day. It doesn't include liquor, but
well, how much liquor are you gonna drink? I mean, I don't know.
well,
Is that
Dennis
a
would
is
make
that
the boat bankrupt.
Yeah.
well, that's possible.
Not me.
I just don't know.
Dennis told
Oh,
me to say that.
did he now?
Yes.
Uh
Well, he
I
knows
mean,
you best.
No, for him, bankrupt.
uh
I don't drink, very rarely drink.
Hmm.
I don't like
um
alcohol, except champagne.
There are other
Mm.
sorts of things that you imbibe on.
Yes, yes, I
Yes.
do.
so
Yes, I do.
I looked up one thing about assisted living near me,
Yes.
and I'm not going to mention the name of the place, but you have to have
Hmm.
an entrance fee.
Yes.
The entrance fee is $638,000
How
to get
much?
in. No, to get into the place. And
Hmm.
then that's, I don't know what that includes, but because they said the monthly fees start out $5,467 for certain apartments
Six
and
hundred and
homes.
$37,000 to get in?
Just
It
to get in.
it
They have
says
that by
that
me
this
too.
particular place there's an entrance fee to start. Now, I don't know what that means if that's a number of years, but they take your house. Like you were
Yeah.
right. They
Yeah. They
literally
take you home.
they take your house. And that's they so $40,000 a year.
Now, when I know, I mean, this is like
It's
years ago.
cheaper.
This is like 30 years ago when my mother went to assisted living. They took her Social Security, but she didn't have
Yeah,
any money.
yeah.
Yeah, they
So
do that.
they take your that they still do that.
Yeah.
They take your social
If,
security, they
if there's Social Security in the future.
there might not be.
They may not.
Can you
But you
imagine
know
how
what?
many homeless
All these
people
The,
there?
kids, all
Repu-
these kids,
the
no politics.
no
But the
politics.
answer is,
No
since we're talking
politics.
about this, it kind of fits in to some degree because Social Security is a safety net for people, people
Yeah,
who
we're
and
living on I'm living on a
wh-
fixed income.
what are they gonna do
You're
for
looking at me.
Yeah,
they're gonna
I'm living
raise the
on.
retirement age to 70. You won't be able
Yes.
to get it. That's how I think they're gonna do it. They
They're gonna
might
make
not
it till
cut it.
70,
They're
but
gonna
they may make
change.
it till
Yeah.
70.
Right. That's what they're gonna do.
Right now it's
If
62, and then Social Security, we got it at
We're
62.
taxed. Right. It's
But
taxed.
now my sister
Hmm.
can't get it till she's 67.
Hmm.
did you take Social Security 62?
No, 65.
65 because they cut. I took it at 62, uh,
My husband
but they
Dennis
cut
took it
back.
at 62. He took it at
Yeah,
62
it's not
because
the
he
full one.
retired, and
Yeah.
his accountant told us to do it. It's the smartest
Oh,
thing.
yeah. I gotta call that guy. Anyway,
Mhm.
whatever.
Hmm.
So yeah. So the question is, just the fact that people want to get away and leave for 4 years Uh,
Why for 4 years? Why is that the magic number?
well, they
Pray
think that
tell.
the dude, I think he's gonna stay, but don't
He's,
quote me.
did you hear what he said yesterday?
Oh, no politics. What did he say yesterday?
No, it's not politics, it's just a
Yeah,
statement.
a
He
statement
says,
that, oh, okay.
people said that, well, can you stay more? He goes, well,
Oh,
we'll see what we could do.
no,
Right,
he said, well, I think
We'll
he
see
said
what
we'll see what the Republicans can do.
public can
right.
do.
What means the Congress
Yeah.
and because now he has every branch of
Yeah.
government.
So it doesn't make a difference what we
So,
want and who we
And the
want.
Supreme
so
Court.
January 21st will be the first day of a dictatorship in the United States.
No politics,
Welcome
Maxine.
aboard. You mentioned his name.
I
Uh,
didn't say his name.
you mentioned the guy who's in office and didn't want to leave.
I did not want to mention it. I did not mention his name. I can't. That name does not come out of my mouth.
Well, what's going to happen is, not talking politics, but Biden is going to resign, make Kamala
Ain't gonna happen. But
the president, and then when it turns to turn over the bench, he says, "No, I have another 4 years to go."
Yeah, he could do that.
no, we can't. No, she can't.
I like
But
that.
but that I've been reading about that they were saying he should, resign. She'll be 47, which will piss him
Hmm.
off because he thinks he's 47. He'd be then 48. So, and then she can ram through a lot of executive orders, which on day 21st of
You know,
January he will slice out anyway.
Yes, it
So
doesn't make a difference.
but we would have had a woman president for 2 months. That's the only thing. And he couldn't use 47. So those two things. I don't know.
I don't know if he's in love with 47.
I don't know. I just don't know. But well, all his stuff says 47, all his teeth
Well, yeah,
paraphernalia.
I just saw they have now a coin that they made.
Yeah, they're selling it in stores.
He's selling,
And
yeah.
sneakers
No,
Yeah,
they,
and
hats.
Bible.
but
Oh, the
sort of like
Bible.
the coin they almost have
It's a
that
presidential coin.
it's
Yeah.
issued by
We,
the federal government, but it's not. It's private, as
yeah,
far as I
It,
of
it,
know.
course it is.
if
Oh,
anyone ever
all
gave
right.
me a coin like that, I would be screaming bloody
Oh, I would
murder.
love one. Maxine, I would take a gun and throw it in the air.
Yeah. But
No, you know what? If it's a gold coin, it only deserves a golden shower.
golden shot. Oh,
Thank you very much. Hey, I'm looking into taking a comedy improv class. You think I should?
Yeah, me too. I've done things
I
like
wonder
that.
whether P
No,
Diddy is
there's
going to
one
be.
up here.
I wonder whether P Diddy is going to become the czar of morality.
Who?
P Diddy.
Oh
Oh, yeah,
God.
he'll be in the cabinet. He's gonna pardon him. He's gonna
Oh,
be
without a
pardoned.
doubt.
He's gonna pardon Adams wants a pardon. Eric Adams. He's gonna pardon him. He's now he's a Trump bro. Oops, I said his name.
Uh-oh.
Blasphemy.
Ah,
Let's get out of
the
this
mayor
subject.
is
Yeah,
the
he's
mayor of New York is now Trump.
well,
What?
the mayor of New York has saw he has taken sides with Trump, saying that he was because he's being, he was indicted and
Hmm.
Trump was indicted, that they're after both of them, that they're being, made into victims.
Boy, well,
Okay.
that's the end of his career in New York.
So he's basically now he's saying, yeah, so he wants a pardon. He's going to want a pardon. And I, it's insane. What we're talking about is insane. And today, the most insane thing I can probably ever see when I saw a breaking story. I just looked down on my phone because I got a notice because I get notifications from certain news groups. So
Yeah.
I get one, and I'm trying to find it now. Uh, where is it?
Where is he?
Here it is. It says The Onion. What is The Onion? Do we all know what The Onion is?
Oh, I love The Onion.
Okay,
We
it's a
used to read
satire.
that all the time.
Yeah. So it takes subjects and it makes a satire out of like everything. and they would make goofy uh headlines that were not believable because it was a play on whatever was happening. So the Onion says it has bought InfoWars, the Alex Jones site, and the satirical news site plans to turn InfoWars into a parody of itself, mocking weird internet personalities who peddle conspiracy theories and health supplements, which is what Alex Jones did. He he said that the kids in Sandy Hook, the that were murdered in school, that it was a
Hmm.
hoax, that it wasn't real, and the parents sued him, and they won millions of dollars eventually, years and years of anguish.
But have they collected?
Well, they're collecting in different ways, and now the one of it was the Alex Jones went bankruptcy to try to get out of paying, but I guess the court said you can auction off your InfoWars site, and that's what he did. They did, and the Onion was the bid that got the site. Now, if you put this as a scene in Idiocracy, it would fit right into the movie.
It's
Eh,
perfect.
Okay, Idiocracy, and I'll say it again and again, is now a documentary. It's a documentary.
Hmm.
Handmaiden Tale, it's a documentary.
Okay.
It's what's going on now is
No.
the world must be looking at us and said, did you flipped your crap,
Well,
people?
well,
What
well,
is
the thing is, the world not looking at us, but more nations are becoming the last
right? Or
elections are right
authority?
wing.
They're becoming more right wing because we're kind of leading the way. And I don't know. That's what it is. So I'm trying to figure out what their first headline might be. Maybe it's like, you know, 4 years on a boat might be your idea
But
of
I
a
get
good thing.
seasick. And
Uh,
what you told me last night was I would stay home with Les and you would go with
I,
Dennis.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm not
Dennis
stupid.
he smiled. He
I
goes,
said,
"Hey, that'd be fun."
right, no, no, no problem, baby. I'm in. Yeah, let's get seasick too. He turns
Yeah.
colors that people shouldn't be. Um,
Mm, mm, mm,
we
mm,
once went
mm,
on a
mm.
on a on a sailboat across the Hudson. My friend's little. It was a little dingy sailboat, and
Oh, yeah.
I went with. Oh God. That was quite an experience, and yeah, it was crazy.
I
But
only got
Well, I
anyway,
seasick
just
once when went out watching whales, and
I did that too.
the
you
boat
went
has
whale
to,
watching.
and the boat was, not moving, but in the ocean. And when the whales came by, it created the
Mm,
waves and the swirls, and the boat kept on rocking back and forth. And then my boys were young, and they started throwing up.
me
Oh
too.
God.
And I had to stay there, and I never, normally don't get seasick, but I was staying there watching them, and I couldn't move
Eh,
away, and I got seasick.
I get
Well,
seasick every time. Though I
it,
don't get seasick on a river because I can
well,
see
because
both
the
sides and
current's
it's
not strong
smooth.
enough.
No,
Yeah, it's smooth. Yeah, you did the
it's
river
smoother.
cruises are
The
probably
river
okay.
cruises are fine,
But if
but
once you hit
the
The
open
ocean.
water,
no,
no,
ocean I can't do it. I get
can't.
seasick swimming in the ocean sometimes.
Les
I
is
do.
not
I
him.
gotten sick
He he
snorkeling.
he gets no, he I took him snorkeling, was it last year, year before, or last year, I think, when we went to Cayman Islands, and I bought him the stuff to wear. I got all the stuff, and I'm like, he was literally in the water for 5 minutes. This was a double stop snorkel and then the Stingray City. So the first
Really?
first stop by near a reef, and then the other one is even more in a reef. I look up, I'm swimming all around. I'm with people. I'm having a ball. I look up, I'm like, he's on the boat and he's going like this. It was
Hi.
5 minutes, 5 minutes. And then he took everything off and he was happy as a clam just being on
All
the
right, leave me
boat.
alone.
I
Except
couldn't be on the boat.
though was going a little, when the boat's
Don't
in the
do that.
water
I will
and
get
there's some,
dizzy.
You're getting
yeah,
seasick now.
so he
I do. She knows.
started to get a little green. Finally, we came in. He's okay when the boat's moving fast. He's okay.
Yes, I'm that way too. I'm
And
good.
then so the second tour, tour was like 20 minutes, a half hour. He wasn't going near it. It was a little calmer. And then finally we went to Stingray City and we kissed the stingray. Because how many times in
Oh,
your life do you get to do that?
Yeah.
So we did
I
that.
love stingrays.
Mm.
Yeah,
No,
well,
I
maybe,
was in the Bahamas. I was doing snorkeling and I got seasick on the boat and they said, just jump in the water, you feel better. They were so happy, everyone, when I was in the water because I was chumming. Ugh. And
Oh, the fish must have loved you.
they loved me and they said, oh my God, these barracudas are coming
well,
around me.
have
And
you
I
ever
said, oh
gone
my
skin
gosh,
diving?
Barracudas, that's what
barracudas.
you
Have,
want.
have you ever gone scuba diving?
No, you have
No,
to
and
be
I
Scuba.
tried
trained.
it once and I
You
got
ha
so seasick
No,
that,
scuba, you need to be
yeah,
trained. You need to
Yeah.
be
I went
trained.
for training
No,
over
no.
in Key Largo with my ex-husband.
Oh, yeah, I
And
remember.
yeah, and
And
I
you
got
left them there,
very,
right?
very sick. I
She
wish
should
I
have
should
left
have. I
him
should
there.
have. I
And then
should
she would
have.
have given the barracuda some chum and said, here, there's his, you know
Ooh,
what? Go for it.
Barracuda.
Barracuda. But
One of my
yeah,
favorite
I
songs.
so he got sick. I had stupidly said yes to my cousin Judy. You know my cousin Judy. She's lovely.
Yes,
And her
yes.
son. And it was New Year's. We were with them New Year's Eve. And she goes, we got to go to sleep at 12 because tomorrow on New Year's Day, we're going on a fishing boat off of Fort Lauderdale.
Mm-mm,
Okay.
mm-mm.
So we start out, it seems okay. But then all of a sudden, like a tropical storm,
Mm.
just went nuts. And the water changed and there were white caps and the boat is going like this.
That's what
And
happened in
and
Key Largo.
he is getting sick, seasicker by the minute, just seasick by the minute. And the
Mm-hmm.
guy who was one of the assistant captains, he was dressed like the Gorton Fishman
And he
with
got
this
seasick.
with this
Seasick.
Gordon
yellow. He was
Fisherman.
wearing the yellow
Yeah.
thing
Mm-hmm.
with the yellow
And
hat,
the
and he
hat.
had the beer. And I said, "What?" My kid is like freaking out, and he goes, "Puke over the port side, matey." And the poor kid is like, he's puking on the side of the boat. And finally, they go, "We're heading back." They went fishing, and Judy, her son, caught like all these fish. And then we finally get back. He goes, "Just look straight out to the land." He goes, "Just look straight out to the land." So we get back, and we're waiting to get whatever off, and they caught fish. And you know me and fish, we don't mix very well. And
No,
I'm
you
like,
don't.
um, well, we're gonna eat these fish, so we're gonna gut them. And I'm like, so they're starting to gut the fish. E is turning greener than whatever green you can imagine. And yeah, kind of puke all over. It was bad. And
No,
then
thank you.
Les and my mom came to pick us up. Uh not really have a cell phone at that point, I don't think. I forgot. This was in the late
No,
90s.
those
In the
days you don't
90s.
have.
This was in the 90s. And
No,
yeah, so I figured like maybe 94 or 5 or something. And I'm like, nope. I was like,
nah,
that was it. So he
No, I haven't been on a boat in years.
well, we used to go on, Alan's boat up in Lake
yeah,
Canandaigua
The
and
only boat I did, I remember in the 70s, used to take the ferry from
yeah. I
yeah.
used to take
Bay
the
Shore
Staten
to
Island
Fire Island.
Ferry. No,
Yeah.
I never been to Fire Island, but I've
Hmm.
done.
I'm not a fire. I think I was there one time. But
I had 4 or 5
someone
summers.
from my old law firm had a like a summer rental, and they
Yeah,
Mhm.
invited a lot of us to
yeah,
a
4 or 5
party.
summers I rented I shared a house on Fire Island
Yeah, so you were there for a
Not
bit.
me.
in the 70s.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
lived in the best place. We lived in Brighton Beach. Why would I want to go to a nice beach like Fire
I
Island?
still never understood why a lot of our friends, family, friends would get a bungalow up in bumfreak nowhere in the upstate in the
The
Catskills
Catskills.
when they live 3 blocks from the ocean.
Ocean.
Uh,
Yeah.
Like,
uh,
what?
People like difference. They like to look at the mountains and hiking. It's
They didn't look at
beautiful.
the mountains. They didn't go hiking. They stayed by the crappy pool. They stayed outside.
and
Everyone
did barbecues.
sweated. Oh my God, they had barbecues. That was it. Nighttime was better.
We
But
Maxine, do you remember we went to a bungalow colony once? Our fathers
No, wait,
came
it's
up on
the
the weekend.
bungalow people.
We went, you
my
with your
mom didn't
mom.
like it. My mom
No,
didn't
neither
like it.
did mine. We were there for the whole week. And when
I
my
don't
father
even,
came up, we were so happy.
I think I was there for a few days,
Well, the
maybe.
problem
No, you stayed the whole week with me.
I don't remember.
yeah, yeah,
Maybe I did.
if you're a woman, the husband stays home. Generally, the
Go
head
to
stays
work.
back in the city, and
to go to work.
the woman's out there,
Well, they would drop
by
you off
herself,
with the
and she
kids.
still does the cooking and cleaning.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, she
I,
said, yeah, there was no food there. You had to cook your own in the bungalow. My mom
yeah.
said this was a waste of money and time. We
Yep.
were with, I think it was the promoters on
Well,
the
the
place
pits,
or something,
somebody
the
had it. I don't
pits.
know who had it, but
I,
I
I,
got to tell you, not a fan.
I
Nah,
forget
no,
I
we
forget
never went back again.
which comedian it was, but he has a joke about the bungalow people, and it's
Yeah.
about how you see them in the night, when the lights are off, and they
Is
have
bad.
flashlights
Yeah.
No, they were horrible. They had the
walking in
Orthodox
file.
ones near where Ivy used to live.
No,
No, I
no thanks.
don't want to go there.
No, I
Ugh,
never liked them. I didn't mind going to the
going
hotels because that was more fun,
for a long
but
weekend. After that, I
yeah,
was
a weekend,
ready to
three
go home.
days, right, and then you go home.
Yeah, well,
But the
We
I
were
didn't see
bungalow
members of the
colony,
Brighton Beach Bads.
that was fun during my single days,
Oh, yes, of course it
going
was.
with
well,
my
You're a dirty
you're a
dog.
freaking dirty dog. And he
Dirty
true.
smiles when you
dog.
say that. Smile, Malcolm, you're a dirty
You're
Smile.
a dirty
dog.
dog. Mitch wrote the best song, Dirty Dog.
He has all these songs. We got
And
to get him
actually,
out.
I worked as a waiter for 3 years up in the Catskills.
I
That must have been something.
having
That
some
was fun
fun.
because uh, 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 I was always introduced to granddaughters. Here's a
Oh,
nice Jewish boy
I
who's going to
nice.
college.
right,
Have I
right.
got a granddaughter for you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I
You must have had. Yeah, I
Yes.
started to watch. I was flipping the channels and
Dirty
Dirty
Dancing.
Dancing came on, and you just have to stop and watch it. It's
You have
like
to watch.
it's
The
one
show
of
is
those
wonderful.
movies that if you're flipping through and you just that's it, you're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
It's just was such a great movie, and
No,
but
still my favorite movie is
Mothra,
Godzilla versus Mothra.
Yeah.
Yay!
the egg.
Take the egg.
Please don't take the egg. We have to do this again.
I get hooked on The Godfather.
Oh, I love that.
No matter
But I love Mothra.
Mothra.
I get hooked
Oh.
on Godfather and realize how young, uh, the cast was at the time of the movie. I forget how old the
Mm-hmm.
movie is.
It's old.
It's from the
It's old
70s.
now. Was it
Yeah,
70s?
Yeah,
70s,
yeah,
40 years ago.
yeah.
Even
70s.
yeah, well,
We were in
80,
high school
And when you look at
or we were in
Al
80,
college.
Pacino,
1984 is 40 years ago. So that was
So it's
more.
more than
50
that.
years ago, you
I
see Al
know.
Pacino then, and you see
Al
him
Oh,
Pacino
now,
look at
now,
him now.
he's a grandfather and a father
and a
all in the
father.
same year.
Boy,
But the
I
same way
mean,
as
hey,
Robert
you
De
can do
Niro.
it.
Robert De
Done.
Niro, same thing. What is with these guys? Malcolm, you're behind schedule.
I don't have money.
It doesn't matter. Uh,
I
but
have other things, but I don't
we
have
have
the
two
money.
beautiful boys, so
You're
be
lucky.
happy.
You're blessed.
You're a lucky ducky, as they say.
And now I have a grand dog,
Right.
I know. You're
Rhea.
blessed.
Rhea,
Right. I have a grand dog too. Bluey.
Bluey. But you
Bluey.
have
Louis.
a dog that belongs to you. What would you call that?
My dog?
Yeah,
My daughter.
yeah.
My dog daughter.
That's what I call mine. Go, mommy. We go,
She's
go to mommy and go to daddy.
she's right here. Yeah, when Les comes back, he she hears the car come down the driveway
Hmm.
and I said, it's daddy. And she sits by the door. First she goes up to the window and then she sits by the door like a
Oh,
princess. And then as soon
that's
as he comes
Elsa.
in, jumps runs
Yeah.
around.
What's interesting if now, I've never owned a dog. I still don't own a dog. It's my son's. But it's interesting to see he goes to training once a week.
Yeah,
And
you
it's
Yeah.
do.
interesting when Jonathan says sit and he like I think holds his fists together and the dog sits and then he says okay and he has a treat.
Give a
And you
treat.
see
Yeah, well that's
you see the dog's eyes. They
yeah.
know what's happening.
It's positive training. That's what you do.
Yeah.
It's training with treats. They also use a clicker, but they also use
I used the clicker. It didn't work.
I didn't like it. It was annoying to
I
me.
used the clicker for my first one.
in real life with people, listen, they call sex.
Mhm.
If you
A
you
click.
do the right thing, you get your treat.
Oh, well, maybe
And
whatever you think,
and the
Mel.
guys go,
I'm not gonna say anything. All I know is that when I had Sparkles,
Diamonds?
I had Sparkles at a training with other dogs. I didn't just have the trainer here. I wanted her to socialize, and
Right.
and she had a diploma with a hat, but the trainer the
Oh,
first day she goes, "You got to give them treats," like you said, Malcolm. It
yeah,
yeah.
reinforces positive behavior,
positive
and
reinforcement.
she goes, "And this is what I have." She goes, "This is crack for dogs," and she holds up a thing of pepperoni. Pepperoni
Oh,
Pepperoni is crack for dogs. Just, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it second.
mine
And that was
says cheese. Mine is mozzarella, the string cheese. You buy those
mozzarella,
things?
not the Brooklyn
Mozzarella.
way. In Brooklyn, we used to say mozzarella.
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 But it's
Mozzarella.
mozzarella.
But anyway,
Mozzarella.
yesterday, Ray was over and Anna was putting uh, peanut butter on her fingers.
Hmm. Yeah, they like peanut
Hmm.
butter too.
She started licking her fingers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They
They
love
love
that.
peanut butter. I guess dogs love peanut butter.
Mine
They do.
only will eat Skippy Super Chunk.
Because
I try to give her
you're
the
so
cheap
weird.
stuff. All three of my dogs, the same thing. I gave her the cheaper stuff, spits it out. I gave her Peter Pan, spit it out. I tried everything the cheapest. And then I bought, because I like Skippy,
He's
Super
so
Chunk. I said, want to try some of this? And she went, oh my God, that's crack for my dog. I yell at her every morning, pill time, peanut butter, and she runs
Well,
down the
I like
stairs to get her peanut
the
butter.
organic peanut butter that they have over at Trader Joe's.
yeah, I don't.
That's fine. I would probably eat it too, but
Because that's
she
only
only
peanut butter. There's
eats.
nothing else.
Well, Skippy doesn't have as much sugar as you think,
Well,
because I have to watch it.
take a look at most of the things that you buy that's not
Sparkles
organic.
doesn't. Yeah, well, that process. That's
Yeah,
why.
as we talked about it, there's a lot of food that we sell here that
Hmm.
they can't export to Europe because Europe doesn't allow it because of the
Right.
chemicals.
They
Well, I don't
also,
eat anything with over 5 ingredients in it. If
Mhm.
it
yeah,
has more than
and you
five,
have to be
I
able
want
to, and you
anything
have to be
And
able to
pronounce it.
pronounce
to
it right.
pronounce it.
If you can't pronounce it, that's like,
So I'm not
don't
going to
even,
eat it.
It ain't no
don't.
good. Anyway, guys, would you
But
believe our
anyway,
half hour is up?
really,
Aw, it's more
time
than a
flies
half.
when you're ready to take a boat out for 4 years. I, I don't know. Well,
I think we'll have a lot to talk about for the next 4 years.
oh
Oh my God,
God,
yes, we will.
I
But
just, I'm
he
trying
was
to.
at the White House yesterday, and he and Biden seemed to be having a grand old time.
And then he announced that Matt Gates would be his
Matt
attorney
Gates.
general, and that was the end of everything.
But he's not going to be able. He's even the Republicans don't want him. Did you see they're
Eh,
scared of him, but so
eh,
far.
Well,
So
it's so far, but it
I
depends.
just got a news flash on my phone
Yeah.
about Dick Van Dyke.
Uh-oh.
He says, thank
Oh.
God.
he
He
won't be
says,
around
thank
much
God I won't
longer.
be around to see this world fall
Yeah, well,
apart. God bless him. I
yeah,
hope he's
he's
around.
gonna be around for a while. He
What
ain't
is
going
he,
He's going to
anywhere.
be 99
98
this week.
or 99?
He's gonna
99. He'll be
99.
99.
99.
And he still
Well,
looks good.
As I say, I have this friend
and
of
he
mine.
still dances and moves
I have
around so like nothing.
Yeah.
friend of mine in the complex, June Squibb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
Oh,
just celebrated her 95th birthday.
yeah,
God bless her.
Last year, she had this movie, the first time she's been in show business,
Yeah.
June.
this
Did you see it yet?
Yeah.
1953.
Is it
No.
on?
And she played with uh,
It's called
Ethel
June,
Merman
right?
in Gypsy.
Wow.
Oh,
She
wow.
was a stripper, the one that had
We
the
should get her on the Tush
the
twins. She
yeah.
could be the elder Tush.
Actually, I've had her on the
Malcolm, I know.
Malcolm
June,
up close and personal. So
June.
if you go to Malcolm Presents, June
Yeah.
Squibb.
Oh, November 6th, she was 95.
Yeah, we just went to her birthday.
Yeah, that is.
I have a friend, Ellie. She's a phenomenal artist. I mean, very famous artist. Her last name. She's 94 years old. Every Wednesday, she drives to the country club.
How old is she?
94. She's almost 95. She
Oh
drives to the
God.
country club,
And they
has her
still let.
two martinis, and then with her friends, all four of them, they were in their late 80s and early 90s. They all drive to the club and drive home. She acts like she's
Sounds
in her
insane.
70s,
No,
Wow.
unless
and she's beautiful.
I've stopped driving, and I'm not quite that old, but I stopped driving a few years ago. Why? Because it's maniacal to go into the traffic of Los Angeles.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
And because
I hate to drive there.
you need
I hate it.
lightning reflexes,
Yeah, it's crazy.
which I could drive, but I don't have the reflexes anymore. When I see it, it goes to my mind, and by the
does
time it
your
goes to
wife
my
drive?
hands or
Yes,
feet,
Does
she
she
it's
does.
drive?
about, 3, 4
Yeah, Anna
second
drives.
difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's
Well,
a
anyway,
ton.
the movie that yeah, if you can't drive, don't stop. Know when you have to stop.
Yeah.
But June was in the movie Thelma. That's the name
Yeah,
of it. I
right.
don't know if
Okay,
it's on.
Thelma.
Look it up. I don't know if it's on
I don't
streaming
think it's
yet.
on yet. I think it's still theatrical release.
Still,
Okay.
because I saw it a while ago.
Or it might be, I
Thel
don't know. But she's gonna be,
Thelma.
this is her first starring role.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Wow.
was
She
the
was, and she
star.
was nominated about 10, 11 years ago for Nebraska as Best Supporting Actress.
That was a great movie, Nebraska.
Yeah, she was the mother,
I remember her in that. I remember
Yeah.
her.
yeah, she was nominated for the Best Supporting Actress.
Okay. You have Prime Video?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's on
it's
Prime, I
on.
think.
Okay, I'll
Thelma.
go watch it.
You
Thelma.
will love it.
Yeah.
You will love
Okay.
it. It's a
And
great
next
movie to
year she's
watch
gonna,
now. It'll take your mind off everything, and
Good.
you will like it. Let me know. Everybody go out and watch Thelma.
okay. And
All
yeah,
right.
I want to nominate her for the Academy Award. That would
Me
be something.
too. Also, I
Best
saw this
actress.
incredible young lady in this movie called and what is it called? Anona, something like that. And
Okay, well
she's incredible. Her name is Mikey Madison. But man, there's a lot of sex in this movie, baby. Goodbye.
okay, you got me. Bye. Have a great
It's
weekend.
Honora.
Bye.
It's called Honora. Okay.
If you can.
All right. Ciao,
Bye.
ciao.
Shalom.
You're listening
Shalom.
Amen.
to Tush Twins, heard exclusively on
Peace out,
malcolmpresents.com.
man.
And tune us in anytime. We're on 24/7. So if you get bored and you have nothing to do at night, wake up,
I'm
turn
a
on the
bunny.
computer, go to uh,
Peace and love.
Malcolm
Peace
Presents
and
Tush
love.
Twins, and
Peace
you'll
and
see
love.
us.
Peace and
Bye.
love. Peace and love. Shalom.